Picture the scene. You drove your Volkswagen into the dealership for a straightforward oil change. 45 minutes later, a service advisor walks into the waiting room holding a clipboard, wearing a look of practiced concern, and delivers a list of things your car apparently needs right now. The total on that clipboard is $460. You came in expecting $80. You do not know enough about cars to push back confidently. The advisor sounds knowledgeable and urgent, and somewhere in the back of your mind you think, well, it is a Volkswagen dealership, they must know what they are talking about. That moment of uncertainty is worth millions of dollars a year to the automotive service industry, and Volkswagen dealership service centers, despite the brand's engineering reputation and the trust that comes with that German pedigree, are not immune to the upsell culture that runs through virtually every franchise dealership network in the world. Service departments are profit centers. In many cases, they are the most profitable department in the entire dealership. The cars might bring customers in, but the service bays are where long-term revenue is generated. And the strategies used to extract extra money from customers who trust them are not random. They are specific, repeatable, and remarkably effective on people who have not been warned. These are not crude tricks. They are refined processes built on psychology, timing, and information gaps. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 7 of the most common service center scams that Volkswagen owners fall for. Not because VW owners are naive, but because these tactics are genuinely sophisticated and designed to exploit reasonable trust. By the time this ends, you will walk into any VW service appointment knowing exactly what to watch for, what to ask, and what to decline. Let's go through them one by one. Scam number 1, the unnecessary fuel system flush that solves a problem you do not have. This is the single most common upsell you will encounter at a Volkswagen service center. It works because it sounds technical and urgent at the same time. The service advisor tells you that your fuel injectors are dirty, that carbon buildup is affecting your engine's performance, and that a fuel system flush or induction service will restore lost power, improve fuel economy, and protect the engine long term. The service typically costs anywhere from $150 to $300, and in the overwhelming majority of cases, your car does not need it. Here's the reality that the service advisor's pitch carefully avoids. Modern Volkswagen engines, including the widely used EA888 turbocharged 4-cylinder that powers the Golf, Jetta, Tiguan, and Passat, do accumulate carbon deposits on intake valves over time. This is a genuine engineering characteristic of direct injection engines because fuel is injected directly into the combustion chamber rather than through the intake ports, meaning the cleaning detergents in modern gasoline never wash over the intake valves the way they do in older port injection engines. Carbon buildup on intake valves is real, but the critical detail that gets left out is when it actually becomes a problem. This issue typically does not cause noticeable symptoms until a vehicle has accumulated 80,000 to 100,000 miles or more. And even then, it is often addressed through a walnut shell blasting procedure, a very specific cleaning method, not a generic fuel system flush that costs a fraction of the real fix and does not even target the same area. If your car is running smoothly, has no misfires, no rough idle, and no check engine light, and a service advisor is recommending a fuel system flush at 30,000 miles, you are looking at a solution to a problem you do not currently have. Ask them to show you diagnostic evidence of injector contamination. Ask for data, not descriptions. If they cannot produce it, decline the service without hesitation. Scam number 2, the cabin air filter upgrade that preys on what you cannot see. Volkswagen service centers charge between $40 and $80 to replace a cabin air filter. The actual part for most VW models costs between $8 and $20 at any auto parts retailer. Replacing it yourself takes between 5 and 15 minutes and requires no mechanical skill. In most VW models, it is located directly behind the glove box and requires nothing more than opening a panel and sliding out the old filter. Yet this is one of the most consistently marked up items on service invoices. The reason it works is visual. When a technician shows you your old cabin air filter, it almost always looks dirty. It's supposed to. Cabin air filters trap dust, pollen, leaves, and road debris. Even a properly functioning filter will look gray and used after some time. To someone without context, that gray filter looks like neglect. To someone who understands the system, it looks like a component doing exactly what it was designed to do. The upsell becomes even more aggressive when the advisor recommends upgrading to a premium HEPA cabin air filter at double the price. While HEPA filters do offer improved filtration, especially for people with allergies, the standard filter specified in your owner's manual is already engineered to meet the needs of the vehicle. If you want a premium filter, buy it yourself and install it in minutes. Paying dealer labor rates for something that requires no tools and no expertise is simply unnecessary. Scam number 3, the brake fluid exchange pushed at every single visit. Walk into a Volkswagen service center for any reason, and there's a strong chance that a brake fluid exchange will appear on your recommended services sheet. The service is usually priced between $80 and $150. Brake fluid maintenance is genuinely important, but the way it is sold often has nothing to do with the actual condition of your fluid. Volkswagen's official maintenance schedule specifies brake fluid replacement every 2 years, regardless of mileage. That recommendation is based on the fact that brake fluid absorbs moisture over time, which lowers its boiling point and can affect braking performance under stress. That part is real. The problem is how the recommendation is presented. When a service advisor suggests a brake fluid exchange, ask a simple question: what is the moisture content of my current brake fluid? This can be measured in seconds using a test strip or a digital tool. If the moisture content is below 3%, your brake fluid does not need immediate replacement. If the advisor cannot provide that measurement, then the recommendation is not based on your car's condition. It is based on a checklist. Do not pay for fluid services that are not backed by actual testing. Scam number 4, the tire rotation interval that quietly doubles revenue. Volkswagen recommends tire rotation every 10,000 miles or once per year. Many dealerships recommend rotations every 5,000 miles, conveniently aligning with oil changes. At $20 to $45 per rotation, this effectively doubles the revenue from a simple service without delivering meaningful additional benefit. The justification is that more frequent rotations extend tire life. While technically true, the difference beyond the manufacturer's recommendation is minimal for normal driving. Over the life of the vehicle, this adds up to hundreds of dollars in extra costs without a meaningful improvement in performance or safety. The solution is simple. Follow the interval in your owner's manual. If a service advisor recommends something different, ask them to show official Volkswagen documentation supporting that change. That documentation does not exist because the interval in the manual is based on actual engineering data. Scam number 5, the extended warranty add-on that feeds on uncertainty. Once your factory warranty expires, you will start receiving calls, letters, and in-person pitches about extended warranty coverage. The messaging is always urgent. Your vehicle is now unprotected, repairs are expensive, one failure could cost thousands. All of that is technically true, but it is also a sales strategy. The extended warranties sold through dealerships are often third-party service contracts with deductibles, exclusions, and limitations that significantly reduce their real-world value. The list of what is not covered is often longer than what is. Pre-existing conditions, wear items, and many high-failure components are frequently excluded, and these exclusions only become obvious when you attempt to use the coverage. A more controlled alternative is to set aside the money you would have spent on the warranty into a dedicated savings fund. Many VW owners find that this approach covers actual repair costs more effectively. If you still want coverage, shop independently and compare terms carefully. Never buy under pressure. Another layer to understand is how these contracts are structured in practice. Many of them are not administered by Volkswagen itself, even if they carry VW branding in the dealership environment. That means when something actually goes wrong, you are dealing with a third-party claims process that has its own approval timelines, inspection requirements, and fine print. Repairs may require pre-authorization, specific documentation, or even partial teardown before a claim is approved. During that time, your car could be sitting in the shop while decisions are being made, and not every repair gets a straightforward green light. There is also the issue of how payouts are calculated versus what dealerships actually charge. Some contracts limit labor rates, cap reimbursement amounts, or specify the use of certain parts that may not align with what the dealership prefers to install. That gap can leave you responsible for the difference, even when you believed you were fully covered. In other cases, the contract may approve only a portion of the repair based on internal guidelines, turning what you expected to be a covered repair into an out-of-pocket expense anyway. The smartest approach is to slow the entire process down and treat it like any other major financial decision. Take time to read the full agreement line by line, including the exclusions, claim procedures, and payout limits. Ask for a sample contract before you ever agree to anything, and compare it against at least 2 independent options outside the dealership. When you remove urgency from the equation, the pressure disappears, and you are left with a clear decision based on value rather than fear. Scam number 6. The DSG transmission service pushed too early. Volkswagen's DSG transmission is a sophisticated system, and servicing it is not cheap. A fluid and filter service typically costs between $250 and $400. Dealerships often recommend this service earlier than necessary, sometimes as early as 25,000 miles. The commonly accepted interval for the DQ250 DSG, used in many VW models, is 40,000 miles under normal conditions. Earlier service is only recommended under clearly defined severe conditions, like towing, track use, or extreme heat. Stop-and-go city driving does not fall into that category under Volkswagen's own definitions, even though it is often used as justification for early service recommendations. If a service advisor suggests early DSG service, ask them to identify the specific severe condition that applies to your driving and request that it be documented. This shifts the conversation from opinion to accountability. Another layer to this upsell comes from how the risk is framed. Advisors often lean on the idea that transmission issues are extremely expensive to repair, which is true, but they use that truth to justify acting earlier than necessary without evidence that your specific vehicle is at risk. Preventive maintenance only makes sense when it follows a tested interval or is supported by measurable wear indicators. Without that, it becomes guesswork presented as caution, and that is where unnecessary spending begins to creep in. It is also worth paying attention to how the recommendation is timed. Early DSG service is frequently suggested alongside routine visits like oil changes, where customers are already in a decision-making mindset. The convenience of getting everything done at once can make the offer feel logical, even when the timing is off. That bundling effect is intentional. It reduces resistance and increases approval rates, especially when the added cost is presented as a smaller part of a larger bill rather than a standalone decision. The smarter approach is consistency, not urgency. Stick to a clear service timeline, keep records of what has been done, and avoid making decisions based on pressure in the moment. When you treat maintenance as a planned schedule instead of a reaction to recommendations, you remove the leverage that makes these early service pitches effective. Over time, that discipline protects both your transmission and your wallet without falling into the trap of doing more than the car actually requires. Scam number 7, the multi-point inspection that turns into a multi-$100 bill. Every visit includes a complimentary multi-point inspection. In theory, it is a valuable service. In practice, it is often used as a structured upsell tool. The inspection sheet categorizes items into green, yellow, and red. Green is fine. Red is urgent. Yellow is where the real pressure happens. Items in the yellow category are often still within acceptable limits, but are presented in a way that suggests urgency. Advisors use language that creates emotional pressure without making specific claims. Phrases like, "We recommend addressing this soon," or "Our technician flagged this," are intentionally vague but persuasive. The way to counter this is simple. Ask for numbers. Ask for exact measurements in the thresholds that define when service is required. All of these have measurable standards. Numbers create clarity. Vague language creates pressure. Always choose clarity. The bottom line, how to walk into every VW service appointment in control. The common thread in all of these situations is the information gap. Service advisors operate in a system that rewards higher service totals, and while that does not automatically make them dishonest, it absolutely shapes how recommendations are presented. That is why closing that information gap is so important. Before any service visit, take a few minutes to check your owner's manual and understand what is actually due at your current mileage. That document is written by the engineers who built your car, not by a sales team trying to increase a service ticket. When a recommendation goes beyond what is listed there, it should always come with clear, specific justification backed by real data. Ask direct questions and do not settle for vague answers. What is the measured condition of the fluid? What documentation supports this service? What exact numbers justify this recommendation? Can you physically see the issue on your vehicle? These questions shift the conversation from opinion to evidence. They do not make you a difficult customer, they make you an informed one. And in a dealership environment, being informed is the single most effective way to avoid paying for services your car does not actually need. Over time, this approach saves real money, not by skipping maintenance, but by doing exactly what your car needs and nothing more. A well-maintained Volkswagen is a reliable machine. It does not need guesswork. It needs the right service at the right time. If this saved you money on your next service visit, you already know what to do next. And when you walk into that dealership again, you will not be guessing. You will be deciding.